Can shopping in a luxury store, or even just standing near one, influence your kindness towards others? New research seems to suggest that it can. A series of 3 experiments recently published in the journal Social Influence have some surprising results. And here to tell us about them is MarketWatch's Catey Hill. Catey, great to see you. So let's talk about these 3 experiments. They were all conducted in Paris, correct?
Right, yes.
And the first one involved a lady with a
leg brace. So the hint was that she was, an injured woman, and she dropped candy in a bottle of water and was struggling to pick it up
in front of a series of very high-end
super fancy fashion stores.
Right.
And so what happened is the people leaving the fashion store, only about 35% of them helped her out. When they replicated this experiment on just a regular old street, 77% of people helped the injured lady. So they were like, something is wrong in this situation.
So then they did experiment number 2, which involved a lady pushing another woman in a wheelchair, correct?
Right, and she approached someone on another fancy street, this one with jewelry and watch store.
Place de Vendôme, I believe it was.
Right, so, lots and lots of fancy jewelry. And she said, can you just watch my friend for a second? I forgot my cell phone. And once again, the survey results showed the same thing. When the people were on that luxury street, they were not likely to watch her friend. When they replicated the experiment on regular old Joe Street, I think it was something like 80-something% of the people helped stood with the woman.
And then experiment number 3, they tried it on 3 different kinds of streets: high-end, low-end, and no stores whatsoever.
Yep, and it was almost identical to what you would think. So the high-end people, I think only 41% of them. This was, by the way, was someone saying, "Hey, can I just borrow your cell phone?" Because they tried to do something really minimal. Only 41% of the people on the luxury street said, "Sure, you can borrow my cell phone," and it was something like 63 and 71% of the people on the middle street, and then the street with no shops at all, offered to give the cell phone up. So
wow, so
pretty striking. 3 different experiments showing the same thing.
And what conclusions did researchers draw here?
They think that this cues up materialism in your head, and materialism has been shown to increase your selfishness, your lack of regard for people.
Your competitiveness,
right?
Correct?
You're competitive, you don't want to help people, you're more selfish. And that, when you look at other studies, it's the same thing. Materialistic people tend to be a little more selfish, they're not as likely to help other people. And so they think even being near a luxury shop, everyone's like, all right, I got to get this, I'm not going to help anyone else, I'm going to get this fancy bag and to tell it everyone else.
Another reason not to go to Prada. I can't afford it, and I want to stay a nice person.
It'll keep you on budget and a nice person. A+ lesson here, people.
Thank you so much, Catey,
for
that.